Hello. This week I'm going to talk to you about how to install the MySQL mini server on your flash drive. You do need a flash drive that is going to be used only for this class and only for the coding side. The reason for this is there is potential because you're using a batch file that you could corrupt the flash drive. So you want to make sure that you have one that's only dedicated for this class. If you're taking 2 or 3 classes, don't use the same flash drive for everything. You do run the risk of losing your work. And the flash drive does not need to be very big. You can have a 1 gigabyte or smaller flash drive, so just use one that you have laying around because the databases we're going to be using for this class aren't large. Okay, now that you all have your own flash drives, next thing we need to talk about before I show you how to download and use the MySQL mini server is Mac compatibility. A few of you indicated that you do use Mac computers or will be using them for this class as the primary computers, and that's okay. This program or this mini server that you put on a flash drive that you can take anywhere, however, is not Mac compatible. So what that means is to use it on your Mac, you will have to have a virtualized environment such as VM Fusion, Parallels, or Boot Camp that has a Windows operating system installed on it. Alright, so let's get started. I'm using my PC today to show you how to download the MySQL mini server. The MySQL mini server is located in week 5 of the course, and to download it you need to go ahead and click all the way to the bottom and find the file called miniserver_11. So once I find that, I click on the drop down arrow next to that name and I click on download. Then I'm going to save the file. I'm using Firefox on my PC, so it's going to download automatically up here to the top. And then what I'm going to have to do is drag and drop that over to my flash drive. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize the screen a little bit. Use that arrow here, and you can see that I've downloaded this a couple of times here. And then I'm going to bring up my flash drive, which is removable disk E for me on my computer. And now that I've done that, I can just simply drag and drop this over to my flash drive. Now you can see I have that mini server zip 5. Okay, so I'm done with my web browser, so I'm going to go ahead and minimize that for now. And then the first thing that I have to do after I transfer this mini server over, you can see that it's a zipped or compressed file, and I can tell that because it has a little zipper on it. First thing I have to do is uncompress or unzip that. The best way to do that in Windows 7, which is what I'm using here, is to right mouse click and click on extract all. Once I do that, I have to tell it where I'm going to move it to. So you can rename the file if you want. I'm just going to take off this 5 here, just so that I know it's a little bit different and it's the unzipped file. So I'm going to click on extract. You can also change the location, but I know this is already my flash drive and it's going to be at the main level. So extract. This will take just a few moments. After I extract this, I am going to delete the actual zipped file just to eliminate confusion, because you cannot use the mini server in the compressed or zipped stage. It has to be in a regular folder, unzipped or uncompressed. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the one with the zipper and just hit delete on my keyboard and completely remove that. So now all I have on my flash drive is my mini server 11. First thing you need to do is start the mini server. So what you do is you click on the MySQL start.bat, and what that's going to do is bring up a command line prompt window, and then what you need to type there is the MySQL space -- user equals root, and then a space -- password equals root. And you can see that, and you'll always know that that's right here on the screen. So to start a MySQL prompt, type this, okay, and then click enter. And what you want to make sure you end up with is the MySQL line, and that's how you know that it has been set up properly. I'm just going to do a simple command here that's called show tables. Databases actually, so you can see what databases are currently in this database here. And as you can see, there's not many. There's one called Henry. We'll be dropping that later. But other than that, there's not any databases here in your MySQL mini server. Now that we've started, the most important part is once you've done executing all your commands, which we'll start learning about in the next video, you want to make sure that you stop your mini server. This is critical. This is how you keep from corrupting your flash drive. So what you want to do is go back to your flash drive itself, navigate to the file folder where your batch files are, and then you simply click on MySQL stop.bat, and then it has been stopped. You want to make sure you get that screen that says MySQL stopped, and then you are all done. And that is pretty much how you install the MySQL mini server. Now I can close out all these windows and everything will be back to normal.